Welcome back. Today we're diving into a high-stakes power play currently unfolding in the U.S. Treasury. It's being orchestrated by Secretary Scott Bessent, a Wall Street legend and former Soros protege who is currently rewriting the global financial playbook. While everyone is talking about de-dollarization, the actual data tells a completely different story. In March, the dollar's share in global payments didn't just hold steady, it surged. According to the latest SWIFT data, the Greenback jumped from 49% to over 51%, officially crossing the majority threshold for the first time in years. Meanwhile, the euro and pound are sliding, and the Chinese yuan remains stalled at around 3%. Why the sudden spike? It comes down to the chaos in the Middle East. When maritime trade is blocked and supply chains break, the world panics into the one thing that still buys oil and safety, the US dollar. Nations have been burning through reserves and even dumping gold just to keep their energy flowing. But here's where Bessent's genius comes in. Usually this kind of demand would send the dollar skyrocketing, crushing the global economy. Instead, Bessent has managed a controlled dominance. Gold prices have pulled back from their recent highs. Oil has surged toward $100 a barrel. Yet the dollar index has remained remarkably stable. America has achieved the impossible, making the dollar more indispensable without making it so expensive that it breaks the world. Now Bessent is moving to lock this in permanently through what I call a financial NATO. He is currently negotiating massive permanent currency swap lines with the UAE and key Asian allies. Historically, these swaps were emergency fire extinguishers. Under Bessent, they are becoming a permanent infrastructure of power. By giving these allies a direct, reliable line to dollar liquidity, he's creating a financial defense pact. If these countries need cash, they no longer have to dump their U.S. treasuries on the open market. This effectively puts a floor under the U.S. debt market, stabilizing yields and ensuring our $39 trillion debt remains sustainable. But there's a deeper layer. This move creates financial stickiness. If your central bank and your energy trade rely on a direct swap line with the U.S. Treasury, you aren't going to pivot to a competitor's currency anytime soon. It effectively locks the Middle East and Asia into a dollar-centric orbit, neutralizing any challenges from rival blocs. This leads to the ultimate endgame, the weak dollar, strong dollar strategy. By ensuring the world is flooded with enough liquidity through these swaps, Bessent can eventually allow the dollar's exchange value to gradually soften. This makes U.S. exports competitive and helps inflate away the massive national debt over time. But because the world is now more dependent on the dollar's network than ever before, the dollar remains strong in its global status, even if its price dips. Bessent isn't just an administrator, he's a master strategist weaponizing liquidity to build a wall of financial allies. While the world watches the kinetic war in the Middle East, the real victory is being won in the plumbing of the global financial system. The era of passive dollar dominance is over. The era of engineered dollar entrenchment is here. If you aren't watching Scott Bessent, you're missing the biggest story in macro today. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one.